Bonsoir. Good evening. Bienvenue à la rencontre du Conseil en date du 28 août 2025. Welcome to our regular council meeting of August 28, 2025. Council members, M. Tessier, chef de département, les gens dans la salle. Those of you who are watching us on YouTube, good evening and welcome. We'll go to item number 2, land acknowledgement. As we gather here today, we respectfully acknowledge the land on which we live and work in Champlain Township is located on traditional and unceded territory of Anishinaabe people, including the Algonquin Nation. We further acknowledge that the territory encompasses the traditional and treaty lands of the Haudenosaunee people, including the Mohawk Nation. Nous reconnaissons avec gratitude ces Premières Nations pour la protection de cette terre et nous les honorons. Nous sommes reconnaissants des contributions passées, présentes et futures apportées par les peuples des Premières Nations, Inuits et Métis, pour façonner et pour renforcer nos communautés. L'item numéro 3, adoption de l'agenda, adoption of the agenda. There is an addition at 13.2 in regards to a bylaw 2025-59 in regards to borrowing a bylaw to finance the 2 fire trucks. So 13.2. I'll need a mover and a seconder to accept the adoption of the agenda. Proposeur, appuyeur, Madame Clément, appuyé de Monsieur Miner. All in favor? Those against? Carried. Item number 4, disclosure of pecuniary interest. Monsieur Miner, Monsieur Barton, sorry.
Merci, Monsieur le Maire. 14.1, it's a correspondence for action. I don't know if I'm required to declare in that situation, but I guess I might as well to be safe.
Thank you, Mr. Barton. I also have one. J'essaie de la trouver, puis je me rappelle plus. Oh, c'est finance. Finance. Item number 8.3.2. 8.3.2. It's in regards to the 357. So cancellation or reduction of refunds of the taxes. So I have a conflict there. Any others? Seeing none, so item numéro 5. Présentation by council, there's none. Go all the way down to item number 8. I do believe that our deputation is not present tonight, so this will not happen. So 8, staff report, 8.1, planning, 8.1.1, ongoing planning projects. Be resolved that the ongoing planning project list as presented by planner on August 28, 2025 be received and filed. Monsieur Duval, proposeur, appuyé de Monsieur Roy. Any questions on the document? Seeing none, all those in favor? Against? Carried. 8.1.2, land severance application B-038-2025. In regards to Williams, I do believe that we have Nikita from JL Richards with us on Zoom. Madame Nikita, if you see us or hear us, just make a sound because we don't see you.
I can hear you, but I cannot see you. Would you like me to put my camera on?
Yes, please.
Okay. There we go.
Thank you.
Great.
So, in regards to B-038-2025, let's go through the application, land severance application.
Yep, I'm going to share my screen to show some context. There we go. So what you're looking at here is a surplus farm dwelling application. So this is at the property known as 1303 Pleasant Corner Road. So this piece A is the surplus farm dwelling to be severed. I'll also bring up a la carte. So this is just an aerial imagery showing the property in its totality in yellow. And then this piece that's a bit in a dark pink, that is the area of the surplus farm dwelling. So as I've been saying, the applicant is proposing to sever approximately 1.62 hectares from this property. The severed parcel lot A, which is the smaller one, will have a lot area of 1.62 hectares, and the retained parcel lot B will have a lot area of 42.49 hectares. The severed lot will include a single detached dwelling and an accessory structure, and the retained lot will be vacant and continue to be used for crop farming. So just a very brief planning analysis. So first is the provincial planning statement. The proposed severance is in a prime agricultural area for resident surplus to an agricultural operation, and this is permitted by the PPS. Next is the official plan for the United Counties of Prescott and Russell. This property is designated in the official plan as agricultural policy area. And the proposed surplus dwelling severance is permitted in the official plan. There are some conditions laid out in the official plan as to how surplus farm dwellings can be permitted. So proof of farm consolidation is one of those, and that is handled by the county. We have recommended a condition be added to confirm that the existing residence is habitable. And a condition has also been added to ensure compliance with the minimum distance separation formula. Next, we have the township zoning bylaw. So this property is zoned partially residential rural and partially with the rural zone. And the property also has the mineral aggregate reserve overlay. So these zones permit the respective agricultural and residential uses that have been proposed. So one of the conditions for this severance is to complete a zoning bylaw amendment to remove residential uses from the retained lot B. So that's the larger lot. Both lots in their new configuration have lot frontages that are deficient from what is required. And so this can also be addressed through a site-specific zoning bylaw. So all of this can be done in one step. I'll also note that at the time of the zoning bylaw amendment, these properties will be rezoned to the agricultural zone and then site-specific exceptions. And that's to conform with the agricultural designation that has been given to this property in the UCPR official plan. So to conclude, it is my professional opinion that the proposed consent is consistent with the PPS, conforms with the UCPR official plan, and meets with the intent of the zoning bylaw. So we recommend that the application be approved with the conditions as presented.
Thank you very much for the presentation, Nikita. Council members, any questions? Seeing none. Resolution reads as follows. Be it resolved that the consent application B-038-2025 be received, and be it further resolved that the application be granted with the following conditions, which have 4 conditions: that the owner obtain a zoning bylaw amendment clear of any appeal to remove residential use from the retained Lot B and bring a Lot A into zoning compliance, that the owner demonstrates that the existing residential dwelling is habitable as determined by the local chief building official, that the owner demonstrates compliance with the minimum distance separation formula for the residential use and Lot A, and the last one is payment of the balance of any outstanding taxes, including penalties and interest, shall be paid to the Township of Champlain. Mover and seconder, proposeur appuyeur, M. Lalonde, seconded by M. Minor. All those in favor? Those against? Carried. Item number 8.1.3, land severance application in regards to file B-039-2025 in regards to Morin. Madame Nikita.
Thanks. I will share my screen again to provide some context. So, second. Okay, so again here, what we're seeing here is a surplus farm dwelling application. So the piece that you're seeing as A is where the residential use will be. B will be the agricultural use. And here it is on a la carte. So same thing. This is just an aerial view of the property where you can see in yellow, this is the extent of the entire property known as 5390 Highway 34. And the piece here in the dark pink color, that is the surplus farm dwelling in question. So as I mentioned, the applicant is proposing to sever this property. The severed parcel, Lot A, will have a lot area of 2.9 hectares, and the retained parcel, Lot B, will have a lot area of 18.9 hectares. The retained lot will include a single detached dwelling and accessory structure. So again, quick planning analysis. So first we start with the provincial planning statement. So the proposed severance is within the rural lands, and severance for a new residential lot is permitted. The application included a hydrogeological and terrain analysis, which concluded that the site conditions are suitable for the provision of appropriate sewage and water services. The application did not include any information or analysis on the minimum distance separation formula. Therefore, we've recommended a condition that the new lot and the proposed residential uses comply with the MDS formula. Next is the official plan of the United Counties of Prescott and Russell. So the proposed severance for a residential lot in the rural policy area is permitted. Next, we have the township zoning bylaw. So the property is currently zoned rural. For Lot A, the lot frontage and lot area are in compliance. And for Lot B, the lot area and frontage are also in compliance. So no zoning bylaw amendment is needed for this application. The lots are large. The existing and proposed buildings appear to be set back at a sufficient distance from the lot lines. So in conclusion, it is my professional opinion that the proposed consent is consistent with the PPS, conforms with the UCPR official plan, and meets with the intent of the zoning bylaw. So we are recommending that the application be approved with the conditions as presented.
Thank you very much, Madam Nikita. At this time, I'll ask council if they have any questions in regards to the presentation. I have one question. In the building department comments, it says that this land is a new lot created, so the access is only through a right-of-way, ROW. Now, is that going to be registered at the land office registration in regards to not create any issues down the line?
I would assume so. I think that if they want to access, I think that if they want to access another access for that property, then they would have to get an entrance permit. But this is certainly details that can be resolved at the time, basically at the time of building permit.
Okay. Any questions? Seeing none, be resolved that the consent application B-039-2025 be received, and be it further resolved that the application be granted with the following conditions. That the owner demonstrates a compliance with the minimum distance separation formula for the residential use and Lot B, and payment of balance of any outstanding taxes, including penalties and interest, shall be paid to the Township of Champlain. Mover and seconder, proposed RPR. Duval, seconded by Monsieur Minor. All those in favor? Those against? Carried. Moving on to 8.1.4, land severance application B-058-2025 in regards to Boudria. Madame Nikita.
Thank you. So again, I'll share for context. So this application is for a lot addition, so a bit different than the last two applications we've talked about. So essentially, this piece that's shown as A is being proposed to be added to 1808 Sandy Hill Road to enlarge that lot. And again, I will share on a la carte so that we can get an aerial view. So the totality of the property right now is 1859 Green Lane Road. And this piece that you're seeing in blue is the piece that is going to be added to 1808 Sandy Hill Road. So the lands to be severed are approximately 3.2 hectares. The severed parcel, Lot A, will be, as I mentioned, will be added to the property at 1808 Sandy Hill Road, and the retained parcel, Lot B, will have a remaining lot area of 9.5 hectares. The retained lot is vacant and will continue to be farmed. Again, the planning analysis, starting with the provincial planning statement, the proposed severance in rural lands for a new residential lot consolidation, which is just another way of saying lot addition or lot to be enlarged, is permitted by the PPS. The lands that are being severed from the property are well treed and are not actively being farmed. So the severance and this consolidation with 1808 Sandy Hill Road will not be impacting any existing farming operations. Next is the official plan for the United Counties of Prescott and Russell. And this proposed severance for a lot addition within the rural policy area is permitted. Next, we have the township zoning bylaw. So this property is zoned rural and does have the mineral aggregate resource overlay as well. The rural zone permits residential uses, which include a single detached dwelling for the lot to be enlarged. So 1808 Sandy Hill has a residential use. The agricultural uses for Lot B, which in this case is the 1859 Green Lane, agricultural uses are permitted there as well, so no issues. For the enlarged lot to be enlarged, 1808 Sandy Hill Road, the lot frontage and area comply with the zoning bylaw. For Lot B, which is the one 1859 Green Lane, the lot frontage complies, but the lot area does not comply. And as a result, a minor variance will be required to permit the reduced lot area, and a condition has been imposed as such. So in conclusion, it is my professional opinion that the proposed consent is consistent with the PPS, conforms with the official plan, and meets with the intent of the zoning bylaw. So we are recommending that the application be approved with the conditions as presented.
Thank you, Madam Nikita. Council members, any questions? Seeing none. Be resolved that the consent application B-058-2025 be received, and be it further resolved that the application be granted with the following conditions, and there are two. A minor variance be applied for and approved for Lot B to recognize the proposed reduced lot area and payment of the balance of any outstanding taxes, including penalties and interest, shall be paid to the Township of Champlain. Proposeur appuyeur, Mr. Minor, seconded by Monsieur Lalonde. All in favor? Those against? Carried. 8.1.5, application for removal of part lot control PLC -2025-01 in regards to 58A and 58B Pendleton Street. Madame Nikita.
Thank you. So again, I'll share my screen to provide some additional context. So what we're looking at here is a reference plan that shows two parts of the lands that are known as 58A and B Pendleton Street. Essentially, there's a semi-detached dwelling that they are looking to split the ownership of. So I've also pulled it up here on a la carte. Here, we're just looking at a vacant lot, but I'm just bringing this up to demonstrate how these lots have been divided up pretty much on the same street. And here's the aerial where you can actually see the footprint of the semi-detached dwelling that has been constructed. So essentially, the applicant is looking to proceed with this application to remove part lot control to enable individual ownership for each half of this semi-detached dwelling. So part lot control is deemed appropriate for these lots as they are within a plan of subdivision that is registered Plan 35. Essentially, part lot control is an appropriate tool to use in this particular instance to convey the lands for the semi-detached dwellings at 58A and 58B Pendleton Street. The United Counties of Prescott and Russell is the final approval authority for part lot control exemption bylaws. So should the application be supported, we will be forwarding a certified copy of the associated bylaw to the counties. As I have already said, in my view, the proposed removal of part lot control, this bylaw, is consistent with the requirements of the Planning Act, as well as the other planning framework, so PPS, official plan, zoning bylaw, official plan. Yeah, we recommend approval as has been outlined in the proposed bylaw.
Thank you again, Madam Nikita. I'll read the resolution unless council have any questions in regards to removal of the lot control. Be it resolved that Planning Department report file number PLC-2025-01 regarding the application for part lot control for 58A and 58B Pendleton Street requested by G. Dupont General Contractor, Inc. and André Barrette, known under the OLC, be received, and that bylaw number 2025-58 be brought forward for consideration. I'll need a mover and a seconder. Mr. Duval, seconded by Mr. Barton. All those in favor? Those against? Carried. Thank you for participating in this evening's council meeting, and thank you for your input. I will see you probably next month if there's anything else in regards to planning. Thank you.
Thank you.
8.2, adoption and planning bylaws, 8.2.1, being a bylaw number 2025-57, to designate road widening as public highway in regards to Green Lane Road East. Be it resolved that the bylaw 2025-57, being a bylaw to designate a road widening as public highway in regards to Green Lane Road East, be passed. This is going to be a bylaw, so to bring the bylaw forward, I'll need a mover and a seconder. Proposal appuyé, M. Minor, seconded by M. Duval. Read the first time, all those in favor. Read the second time, all those in favor. Read the third time, all those in favor. Carried. Item number 8.2.2, bylaw number 2025-58. In regards to what we've just discussed, the removal of part lot control in regards to 58A and 58B Pendleton Street. Be it resolved that bylaw number 2025-58 being a bylaw to provide that subsection 5 of section 50 of the Planning Act, the amended, does not apply to part lot R, registered plan number 35, formerly in the town of Ventles-Hill, now in the Township of Champlain, in the county of Prescott, designated as part 1 and 2 on reference plan 46R8338 and a known municipality as 58A and 58B Pendleton Street, and that the clerk be assigned to submit the bylaw to the United Counties of Prescott and Russell be passed. Proposal appuyé, Mr. Duval, seconded by Mr. Barton. Read the first time, all those in favor. Read the second time, all those in favor. Read the third time, all those in favor. Carried. 8.3, recommendation reports. 8.3.1, report finance number file FIN 2025-08, strategic asset management policy. There are two attachments. Be it resolved that the Finance Department report number FIN-2025-08 regarding the strategic asset management policy be received. And be it further resolved that the bylaw number 2025-60 to adopt a strategic asset management policy for the Township of Champlain be brought forward for adoption. Proposeur appuyeur, M. Roy, seconded by, appuyé de Mme Clément. Any questions? Read the first time, all those in favor? Read the second time, all those in favor? Read the third time, all those in favor? Ah, c'est même pas un bail là. Come on. Not yet. It's going to be later. Sorry. So, all in favor? Carried. C'est parti sur mon bail-là. 8.3.2. I need somebody to take my run, or I just go through it and... No, I can't go through it. I need to appoint a replacement for this item. I have a conflict of interest, so Mr. Minor, si vous voulez prendre charge de cet item, je m'en vais me retirer, donc je suis en conflit.
Merci, M. le maire. Alors, vous avez à 8.3.2 le rapport, vous avez tous lu. Madame Corvette, est-ce que vous aviez quelque chose à ajouter?
Rien à ajouter, mais si vous voulez, je peux juste vous donner un petit résumé. Là. Finalement, c'est les gens qui ont fait application pour une réduction d'impôt foncier en vertu de la section 357 de la loi sur les municipalités. C'est quelque chose d'assez standard. Puis, suivant les recommandations de MPAC, on utilise les réductions de valeur qui nous procurent et je vous soumets le rapport pour votre approbation finale avant d'aller de l'avant et de faire les ajustements au compte.
Merci beaucoup. Alors, vous avez la résolution. Be it resolved that Finance Report FIN 2025-09 dated August 28, 2025 regarding the request for cancellation, reduction, or reimbursement of taxes be received, and that Council approves the report in accordance with Section 357 of the Municipal Act 2001. And be it further resolved that the summary of the decisions of the Municipal Property Assessment Corporation, MPAC, concerning the request made under Section 357 and/or 358 of the Municipal Act 2001 be adopted, and that the tax cancellations, reduction, and/or refunds be granted. I need a proposer and a seconder. Proposé par Mme Clément, appuyé de M. Roy. Est-ce j'aurais dû demander s'il y a des questions non? En faveur? This is not a bylaw. Good. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Merci, M. Weiner. Ça va à l'item 8.3.3. Report FIN-2025-10, Champlain Drinking Water System Financial Plan 2026 to 2031. Sorry. Encore, il y a deux attachements. Be resolved that Finance Report FIN-2025-10 dated August 28, 2025 regarding the Champlain Drinking Water System Financial Plan for the years 2026 to 2031 be received and filed, and be it further resolved that Council approves the Champlain Drinking Water System Financial Plan for the years 2026 to 2031 as submitted by the Treasurer, and be it further resolved that Council directs staff to submit the Townships of Champlain's Drinking Water System Financial Plan to the Ministry of Municipal Affairs and Housing as required. I'll need a mover and seconder. Proposeur appuyeur. M. Duval, seconded by M. Lalonde. Any questions? All those in favor? Those against? Carried. 8.3.4, Community and Safety and Well-Being Plan. In regards to the United Counties Community Safety and Well-Being Program, we as a township have to adopt our own policy, so we're using the same one as the counties. Therefore, we need to send our own resolution to the ministry. So this is why this is brought to council in regards to the approval of the Community Safety and Well-Being. Be it resolved that council approves the Community Safety and Well-Being Plan for the United Counties of Prescott and Russell as presented. Mover and seconder, proposal appuyeur. Mr. Barton, seconded by Mme. Clement. Questions? All those in favor? Those against? Carried. 8.3.5, change to regular council meeting schedule. Regular meeting October 2025. In regards to a conflict, I have a conflict with United Counties Prescott Russell, so we're asking council if it's okay to bring the council meeting of October 25, of October 23rd to October 22nd in regards to a conflict that I have in regards with the United Counties of Prescott Russell. So, whereas the regular council meeting schedule for 2025 was approved on September 26, 2024 by resolution 2024-303, be it resolved that the October 2025 regular meeting date change to Wednesday, October 22nd, 2025, instead of October 23rd. M. Duval, seconded by, appuyé de M. Lalonde. All those in favor? Those against? Carried. On s'en va à l'item 8.4, les rapports du mois. So all of those will be consent items in regards to 8.4.1 all the way down to 8.4.9. I'll just read the resolution. Be it resolved that the following staff report be received and filed under the consent resolution for agenda. Items number 8.4.1 through 8.4.9. Monsieur Tessier.
Merci, Monsieur le maire. J'étais juste simplement pour me présenter Monsieur Bray avant la rentrée.
Je t'ai pour juste lire la résolution, puis après ça, je
allez-y.
t'ai pour m'en
Ok.
aller à son item.
On le fait par la suite. Merci.
C'est bien correct. Donc, pour finir la résolution, in regards to financial statements June 30th, 2025, accounts June and July, also the monthly reports for June 2025 for the fire, parks and recreation, public works, building and bylaw, communication and community development, and also the last item, which is Aqua quarterly report card for Q2-2025. À ce moment ici, j'aimerais demander à M. Tessier qu'il nous introduise notre nouveau CBO, Building Officer, pour la municipalité de Champlain. M. Tessier.
Merci, Monsieur le maire. Il me fait plaisir de présenter M. Bray au conseil municipal et aux citoyens. M. Bray a plus de 26 ans d'expérience municipale. Il cumule 18 ans d'expérience à titre de chef du service de la construction. Avant de joindre le canton de Champlain, il était chef du département de la construction et de la réglementation de la ville de Cornwall et supervisait une équipe de 20 employés. M. Bray détient sa certification en tant que Chief Building Official du ministère des Affaires municipales. Il possède un diplôme d'études collégiales en technologie de l'architecture du Collège algonquin et il est aussi parfaitement bilingue. Donc, je souhaite la bienvenue à M. Bray et maintenant, je lui cède la parole pour nous dire quelques petits mots. Merci.
Merci, bonsoir le conseil, M. le maire. Ça fait plaisir d'ici être avec vous. Puis, de commencer, là, ça va être une couple de semaines, mais ça va bien. Puis, je suis content de. Désolé. Oui, alors, je suis content d'être ici. Puis, merci beaucoup pour la chance que vous m'avez donnée. Puis, j'ai hâte de travailler.
Good. Merci beaucoup. Puis, bienvenue à l'équipe. Puis, bon succès. On est tous du bon monde, donc ça va bien aller. Puis, on va avoir du fun. On a une belle municipalité. Puis, bienvenue dans l'équipe.
Merci beaucoup.
Madame Clément.
Je voulais juste féliciter Sydney puis les départements de pompiers pour notre fête de Canada exceptionnelle. C'était grandement, grandement apprécié.
Merci, Mme Clément. Autres commentaires, questions concernant les départements? Monsieur Miner?
Merci, M. le maire. En réalité, je voulais juste faire un petit commentaire au niveau du rapport de la voirie. J'ai apprécié les détails qui ont été mis un peu partout et surtout le rapport du drainage. Merci.
Merci, M. Miner. Autres commentaires, questions? Seeing none, all those in favor? On n'a pas un proposeur, un appuyeur, sorry. Mover and seconder. That's my job. Monsieur Roy? C'est bon pour les questions. Go ahead.
Au département d'incendie, on fait des inspections. J'étais curieux de savoir c'est quoi ces inspections-là, puis est-ce qu'il y a des factures attachées à ça?
Merci pour la question. Parfois, les inspections sont suite à des plaintes. Dans ce temps-là, il n'y a pas de facture, à moins qu'on produise un rapport par la suite puis qu'on travaille avec le propriétaire pour corriger des choses ou émettre une lettre finale suite aux réparations. Quand c'est des inspections de bâtiments avec des logements multiples, oui, c'est facturé, c'est selon le règlement. Il y en a qui sont... il y a un taux de base, puis ensuite, il y a un taux horaire. Pour les bâtisses compliquées, où ce qu'on passe plusieurs heures, c'est facturé au taux de base plus le taux horaire qui est selon le règlement user fees, notre règlement municipal.
Puis ça comprend le fait qu'il y a parfois plusieurs employés, donc on présume que c'est parce que c'est un édifice plus gros. Parce qu'il y a quand même, à certains événements ici en prévention, on remarque qu'il y a quand même plusieurs personnes présentes.
Oui, quand c'est facturé à l'heure, les inspections, quand c'est des bâtiments compliqués, avec plusieurs logements et des espaces commerciaux et tout ça, là, on envoie la recommandation pour émettre une facture exactement selon le règlement municipal.
Merci.
Merci, M. Roy. Autre question? Donc, j'ai lu la résolution tantôt, j'avais pas un proposeur, un appuyeur. Ça va me prendre un proposeur et un appuyeur. M. Miner, second by Mr. Barton. Any other questions? All those in favor? Those against? Carried. On va au thème numéro 12. Adoption of minutes. These items are also consented. Item number 12.1, minutes of the regular meeting of June 26, 2025, and item number 12.2, minutes of the special meeting of July 21st, 2025. Be resolved that council approve the minutes of the following meetings. Again, special meeting on June 21st, 2025, and our regular council meeting of June 26, 2025, as presented. Proposeur appuyeur, M. Duval, seconded by M. Roy. Any questions on the minutes? Seeing none, all those in favor? Those against? Carried. Item number 13, adoption of bylaws. 13.1, bylaw number 2025-60, in regards to the strategic asset management policy. Be it resolved that the bylaw 2025-60 being a bylaw to establish a strategic asset management policy be passed. I'll need a mover and a seconder to bring the bylaw forward. Proposeur appuyeur, Mme Clément, seconded by M. Lalonde. Read the first time, all those in favor? Read the second time, all those in favor? Read the third time, all those in favor? Carried. 13.2, in regards to bylaw number 2025-59, this is in regards to the borrowing of bylaw to finance the 2 fire trucks. Be it resolved that the bylaw number 2025-59 being a bylaw to authorize the borrowing of monies to finance the purchase of 2 fire trucks be passed. Madame Tovette?
Bonsoir, Monsieur le maire. Simplement pour vous dire que ce bail-là avait déjà été apporté au mois de juin. Il y avait, quand j'ai fait la révision de mon bail-là, je ne me suis pas aperçue qu'il manquait un chiffre au montant de l'emprunt. Donc, ceci, on amène un bail-là, dans le fond, pour corriger. Là, il manquait un 0 à la fin, donc c'est un peu important. Donc, simplement, si vous vous souvenez de l'avoir vu passer, vous n'avez pas tort, là. C'était juste pour rectifier.
Merci beaucoup pour l'explication. Proposeur appuyeur, Mr. Duval, appuyé de Mr. Minor. Read the first time, all those in favor? Read the second time, all those in favor? Read the third time, all those in favor? Carried. Item number 14, correspondence for action, 14.1. Jordan, au revoir. Uh, 14.1, Van Cleek Senior Citizen Manor, approval of new board of members. So there are 3 attachments in regards to the request, their bylaws, and a CV in regards to who's applying to become a board member. So be it resolved that council approves the appointment of Mrs. Karen Cohen and Mr. William Hall to the board of directors of the Municipal Non-Profit Housing Corporation Van Cleek Senior Citizen Manor. Proposeur appuyeur, Mr. Duval, seconded by Mr. Minor. All those in favor? Those against? Carried. Was there any questions? I didn't ask if there was any question. No questions. Very good. 14.2, Mr. Barton, you're welcome back. Integrity Commissioner reporting letter in regards to his year 2024 to 2025. Be it resolved that the annual reporting letter for the year of May 1st, 2024 to April 30th, 2025, as presented by the Integrity Commissioner, be received and filed. Proposeur appuyeur, Mme Clément, seconded by, appuyé de M. Lalonde. Questions? Questions? Seeing none, all those in favor? Those against? Carried. 14.3, Prescott Russell Recreational Trail and Municipal Property Tax Cost. Moi, juste mettre mes 2 cents. What they're requesting is some kind of contract with the municipality to award them X amount of money in regards to their taxes. But if we open the door to this request, we'll open the door to maybe many others. So I would recommend to council to approve this, but they need to request every year. So we do have a municipal grant that we do award. So do the same process everybody else. Apply for the grant. Let council decide, not just a free checkbook. C'est ma recommandation. Ce que vous faites, c'est vos affaires. No action? Monsieur Roy?
Madame Collard, j'étais juste curieux de savoir parce que dans le passé, ils ont fait une demande, je pense que c'était 1 000 $ sous le Community, justement, le Access Program. Maintenant, ici, ils demandent juste 200 quelques dollars. Est-ce qu'ils rajoutaient ou ils éliminaient le 1 000 $? Est-ce qu'ils maintenaient ce 1 000 $-là? Parce que ça comprenait ces montants-là là-dedans. Là.
C'est une excellente question, M. Roy. Il faudrait rafraîchir ma mémoire. Est-ce que pour 2025, il avait fait la demande durant notre Community Grant process? m'excuse, j'avais pas cette information.
Je suis juste en train de lire le document. Il semblerait qu'il y aurait eu une application pour 2025.
Il semble qu'on avait approuvé 1 000
Régler. Donc, la demande, elle avait été faite pour une somme de 1 000 $ pour 2025.
Ça avait été approuvé dans les community grants.
Oui,
Donc,
fait que je voulais juste confirmer que ça avait été fait en 2025 parce que je sais que la demande habituellement est toujours faite durant la période des demandes. Alors, ce 223 $ serait en surplus du 1 000 $.
Parfait. Merci.
Bonne question, M. Roy. Autre question, commentaire? Aucune action? Moving on. On s'en va à l'autre thème. Item numéro 15, correspondance for support resolution 15.1. Township of Nair and Hyman, transportation and disposal of niobium tailings in regards to Agnew Tailings Management Area. Et, pas dans notre région. Je ne suis pas assez connaissant. Monsieur Miner?
Merci, M. le maire. Moi, je pense que j'aimerais supporter ça. Je me souviens, il y a X années, qu'il y a des produits qui avaient été dompés dans Champlain, qui venaient de la province de Québec. Puis, je trouvais que c'était pas correct. Ces produits-là ont tous été enlevés. Je ne sais pas où ils sont partis maintenant, parce que le terrain en question a été nettoyé. Il reste que, je pense, c'est important quand des choses comme ça, surtout si c'est fait par le gouvernement, qui devrait avoir une discussion, un dialogue avec les municipalités. Alors, je suis prêt à supporter ça. Merci.
Proposé par M. Miner, appuyé de M. Duval. Autre commentaire? All those in favor? Against? Carried. Item number 15.2, the City of St. Catharines, Elect Respect Pledge. Je pense que c'est quelque chose aussi qu'on devrait peut-être supporter. M. Miner? Appuyé de? Seconded by? Madame Clément? All those in favor? Those against? Carried. 15.3, City of Kingston, Heritage Property Insurance Rate. Encore là, dans la résolution, on parle d'augmentation dispendieuse.
Encore là, M. le maire, si les compagnies d'assurance qui font des trillions et des quadrillions, appelez-les comme vous voudrez, et qui trouvent moyen de toutes les façons d'augmenter et qui absorbent la différence qu'il y a, parce que d'une façon ou d'une autre, ce genre d'édifice-là, quand c'est déclaré héritage, c'est pas parce que pour spéculer, c'est pour les préserver. Pas très.
Proposé par M. Weiner qu'on supporte la demande de Kingston, appuyé de M. Duval. All those in favor? Against? Carried. 15.4, Township of Armour, Governance of Family Health Teams. Encore un attachement attaché, proposé par M. Duval, appuyé de M. Barton. All in favor? Against? Carried. On va à l'item numéro 16, correspondance for information, 16.1, a reply letter from MECP in regards to support resolution of the town of Deep River, file number 2024-319, amendment to the O regulation 391/21 in regards to the blue box regulations. This was something that we had supported. They're just sending information that they appreciate that we had supported them. Item numéro 17, question period, le temps des questions du public. Any questions from the public? Seeing none, on s'en va à l'item numéro 18, announcements. Any announcements in regards to what's coming in September in Champlain Township? Festival des Saveurs, septembre le 8, le 7, September 7th, so it's from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We'll see you there. Any other activities in regards to events? Madame Collard?
Merci, Monsieur le Maire. I just wanted to let everybody know that the Vinklekill Arena will be opening up again for the season on September 8th this year. So we're excited to have everyone back in the building.
Very nice, thank you. Bring in your skates. C'est pour la glace, right? There we go. Any other events, comments, or announcements? Seeing none, in camera was done at 5:30, so we'll go to Human Resources. None. Item number 20, next meeting. We have the Committee of the Whole on September 11, 2025, if required. We also have our regular council meeting, which is scheduled for September 25th, 2025. So these are important dates. We go to the confirming bylaw, item number 21.1. Be it resolved that the bylaw number 2025-61, being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of council at its meeting of August 28, 2025, be passed. Proposeur appuyeur, M. Duval, seconded by Mme Clément. All in favor? Oh, sorry, it's 3 readings. Read the first time, all those in favor. Read a second time, all those in favor. Read a third time, all those in favor. Carried. Adjournement à 6h54. Be resolved that this council meeting adjourns at 6:54 p.m. Mover, M. Roy, seconded by Mme Clément. All those in favor? Against? Carried. Merci beaucoup. Bonne soirée et bonne fin d'été parce que l'été tire à sa fin. Thank you.